Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated.
Okay, here's the stuff. Straight from China. Okay, so this is the stuff I got here. As you can see, I got these Subaru all-wheel drive ones. And if you go back to my video of where I actually installed these are the exact same ones that I got. So in case anyone's thinking that it's just totally different, it's not. These are the same thing, and it's all the same. There's like just a couple manufacturers for this stuff, and maybe even one, I don't know. But as you can see, I got them all separated and bagged up and kind of organized. There's the black rear Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive. All the letters, it looks really clean and crisp. These are the same ones I have on my car. Of course, the black WRX that goes on the passenger side. And then here's the rest. So, and everything I got was matte finish, just because I kind of like the matte finish more. I can get glossy too, but it'll just have to be another order. See, I got large quantities of everything. There's 50 of everything. So it was 7 items, 50 of each, so 350 items. So here's the blue WRX matte. I think it looks pretty good. And this one's just black on black. Now this would be probably if someone just wants their car murdered out, not with any additional colors on the badges, this would be a good one. I'm actually thinking about putting these on my car instead of the ones that I have now. And then these are really similar to mine, of course, with mine just being glossy. I actually like the matte finish more, but I'm too lazy to switch my car out with these. I'll maybe do that at some point, but it won't be anytime soon because again, I'm lazy. I got other stuff I got to do. I still got to change the oil. So there's these. So these would be like what I would put on my car most likely, or the black ones. And then of course white. That looks pretty good. And then I got a black STI one. And again, I don't have an STI, but I know other people do, so that's why I just grabbed one of these. But there's variations of everything. I mean, there's lots of colors. There's lots of finishes you can get, and that's I think where it kind of starts getting expensive, because if I ordered all the different options that you can get with this, because there's green also. I thought I ordered green, but apparently I didn't. I looked at my invoice and I didn't order them. So you can get one with green lettering, and I think there might even be another color or two. So there's like 20 or 30 different variations on what you can have. So if I were to order all of those, I would probably spend, would have spent probably $5 grand, which is just, a lot of cash. So, and then here's the black WRX, and this again has 3M tape, and these all have 3M tape. I don't know if you noticed that, but they all have 3M tape in the back. And I will put links to the items in the description. So another thing I was thinking of, one of the big costs is shipping. Like to ship just this, it costs like $3.50, $4. So of course with tracking and everything, because you always have to ship with tracking, which kind of limits the price, because no matter what, $3 or $4 is going to be ate up just in shipping. So would it make more sense if I sold, also in addition to individually, but also as bundled, and I could sell like these two together, because again, the shipping cost doesn't change. It'll still be, $3 or $4. So I can include these as a bundle, and maybe another bundle with like that as a bundle, and then, with all the different colors as bundles. So if you were to order, I could charge a lower price, because shipping the 3 items is going to cost the same amount as shipping one, because the weights are so low and the box size is the same. So you could save a few bucks there, because I would imagine anyone who's going to order, this guy is also going to order this guy. I mean, I did. I don't know why you wouldn't. So you can get all 3 included in a bundle for a lower price. They could probably make it like $5 or $6 cheaper because of that. So let me know what you think. So maybe you guys can give me some ideas, but one of the things I was looking at is like lips and side skirts and all that. I could probably get prices that are just a little bit cheaper than what are less expensive than what like Icon sells them for, or a few of the other companies. Just keep in mind, most of these companies, I wouldn't say all, but most of them don't actually manufacture this stuff. I don't know if that's something that everybody realizes. These are just essentially resellers, and they might have the item manufactured for them, but they're not, most of them don't operate a factory where they manufacture these items. They buy them through someone else, and they're essentially a reseller, which is fine. But that's essentially how I could get the exact same item that another place has for, for probably actually the same or more than what they paid, because I'm not ordering in the quantities that probably a lot of these other companies are doing. And another thing that I was interested in was a lot of the carbon fiber interior pieces. I'm going back and forth with the company right now. A lot of these companies are overseas also, Taiwan, China, like stuff like that. Most of the stuff isn't made in the US, unfortunately. So even if I wanted to get US made stuff, it just doesn't exist. But I've been going back and forth with a few manufacturers, so I'm trying to kind of see what items I can get at what price. Some stuff is just obviously overpriced, and that's like why I went after these, because clearly if I'm spending like 20 or 30 bucks on these, anyone who's bought one of these for their car knows that this is definitely not a $20 or $30 piece. It's cheap. So it was easy to just like say that there's no way this should cost this much money. But a lot of stuff I'm not really sure what, how overpriced it is, or if it is at all, because sometimes you might think something's overpriced, but then when it comes down to it, it might cost just as much to produce. Especially I imagine on a lot of the larger lips and such, the shipping cost is probably one of the prohibitive factors. So obviously shipping a huge box is going to cost a lot of cash. So some companies obviously aren't making as much money as others, and like I said in the very beginning when I started discussing this, the companies that do sell for a low price, it seems to be out of stock like right away, and that kind of bugs me. Only the companies that sell them for the high prices have them in stock, because I think I paid $22 for my thing like this, and I paid I don't know, like 15 for mine like this, somewhere around that, and then I think like 27 for mine like this. So which isn't I don't think it's a great price, but it's not an excessive price, and clearly I was okay with paying that price, and I thought that was a good price, but it's not in stock, and it's like it went out of stock shortly after I bought it, so I don't know if someone was just trying to quickly liquidate them. Because let me know, give me some ideas on what items I can look at, and I'll contact retailers and wholesalers and maybe even get stuff manufactured. I don't know. I'll see, but yeah, just give me some ideas on stuff specifically that you think is overpriced, because that's kind of the idea is get some of the overpriced stuff down to a lower cost. For the pictures, I went back and forth with a couple people about we could modify the color of the car, kind of just edit the pictures. One of the big things that I had when I made this channel, and what my goal was, is to address a lot of the issues that I have with other channels, and that's like when I make a video of an install of something, I show the complete detail of the install. You could essentially go watch my video, and it will address every point of the install. You won't have a pause, and then all of a sudden a bunch of stuff is done, and you're trying to figure out how that even happened. So that really annoys me when I'm watching an install video, trying to use it as a how-to to install something myself. That's why I wanted to kind of fix that and make my install videos complete. Even if it makes them a little bit longer, you're only going to be watching it if you're installing it. So big deal. Better to have more information than less. So with the pictures that I wanted to put in the selling links, I like pictures of the stuff on actual cars and on different cars. Whenever I buy something on Amazon, and I'm sure a lot of you are the same way, you're not really interested in the pictures that the company posts, because they're usually dolled up. It's kind of like looking at a menu. The food you get isn't what the menu looks like. Your food looks like crap. The menu food looks amazing. And that's how it is 95% of the time. And that's what I don't like about a lot of the images that retailers include, because they're dolled up, images that really isn't what it's going to look like on a real, you know, in the real application. It's going to look a little bit different. So that's why I like real pictures posted. I usually go to the customer images section so I can actually see what it looks like in real life, not the dolled up, rehearsed picture, but an actual application on an actual car, you know, taken with a normal camera. So that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted people to put these on their car and take a real picture of what it looks like with just a normal camera with their phone, as long as you got a decent phone. So I can put that on the seller link, and people can actually see what it looks like. And that's kind of more important to me than having a super professional picture. It looks great, but it's really hard to kind of relate to and imagine what it's going to look like on your car. I'll put all the details below of what I'm looking for, but I'd like probably like two people to take pictures of each. But anyway, thanks everybody, and yeah, again, if you have any questions, comments, anything you'd like me to try or see or do, let me know, because I'm willing to do what I can. So let me know. Thanks everybody.
Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated. Weed is engaged in the pavement. Rubber escorts like I'm seeking arrangement. Push the gas, escalate the gauges, escalate hits on a cam girl's page.